Hi, this is Kate, and today I've started listening to audiobook. This audiobook, you can find it anywhere. My thoughts are mixed up a little bit now because I want to give myself a break. I promised myself to give me a break until I get rid of the debts and I feel grounded, like I'm confident in what I have, some kind of routine. Maybe I started thinking maybe it's an illusion and I will never get to that point. So I'm trying to get my head around this thing. I feel like I was listening to one woman, she's a business woman, and she was answering questions. One of the questions was, what if I am content with what I have? How to motivate myself to move more, to do more. So she answered in a very simple way, which made me think a lot actually. So she said, you can stop being selfish and think what impact you can make in lives of people who are close to you then. If you're happy with everything that you have, or on your city, or your street, your town, your neighborhood, or maybe the whole country, or maybe the world. Yeah, so how can you help more and create more? So basically there is no limits for anyone where we can stop. And it made me think about, because I also asked her a question and she answered it. Actually, it was very I was very proud of myself that I asked the question and she answered it, and it was really nice to hear that someone who achieved that much as I want to achieve gave me basically a free advice. So I asked her how to commit to both at the same time, to relationships and self-realization, career. So she said that if you believe inside, in your head, in your heart, that you can have both, then there is no one outside to stop you or tell you that it's not real for you. Because for me it was always one or another thing. And so some simple things like that are obvious, but when someone really authoritative, I don't know, like person that I admire and look up to tells me this, it has absolutely different power if I just read it in some book or hear it from someone else. So it's about what we allowed ourselves to have, for what things we are ready to settle. So I don't want to settle for a little. I want to have great life for my son, for myself. And when I say great life, everyone has their own understanding of what I mean. So what I personally mean is a better view from my window, a better food that I eat, easier access to health and well-being stuff, like clinics, to do checkups every 6 months, to have an opportunity to go for a vacation every 4 months, for example. So things like that are really simple if you think about it, but I do not have access to them now. in that amount at least that I want to. I enjoy and I'm happy where I am now and what I have now. It's just I want something that will make me feel happier. So, and from the relationships as well, I want to have a partnership. I'm done with being smaller or bigger than my partner. I don't want to, intentionally put myself into frames of my partner, like make me smaller than I actually am. It's better for me to look up to my partner and for him being better than me, so I can see how better I can become and how I can develop myself more than the opposite, because it's terrible for both of us in the end of the day, because he will feel terrible because I can't change who I am and I can't just pretend that I do not want things that I want. At the same time, I will not make him feel small or like he's not capable of things, because if it's like that, it's really sad for a man to be with a woman like that, and I don't want both of us to suffer. So this is it for me about my thoughts now. And this book that I'm listening to really matches with what another book that I was reading, Never Split the Difference, I think the name of the book, from one guy who was, I don't remember who he was. I mean, I remember, but I don't know how to say it in English. I forgot the word. It's like organization that deals with kidnapping, and they have to negotiate with people who kidnapped how to release the hostages. I think the hostages, yeah. So, yeah, this is it for today. A lot of thoughts. At the same time, I understand that I want to use the next week just to lay down and be at home, prepare good food, not sugar 24/7, because today we had cake for breakfast. It's just insane. My body is crying. And yeah, I think all these emotional moments from the last few days, they are gone for now. Once I'm back to my routine and all this not scheduled stuff is gone, I feel better. I've learned from these holidays that I want to change my life, so no matter what holiday it is, I still have my schedule. I don't give a shit, because it's frustrating for me to live like that. Even 1 week of that is messed up like that, it just it knocked me off completely. So I don't want to experience that anymore. Yeah, and if you also like me, the main thing. What I've heard today and what I've heard so many times before, but never paid attention to it in this depthness, how I did today, is I was listening to one couple. They achieved a lot, and I admire how their philosophy and how they behave and what values they convey through their social medias, at least. So she was asking him, like, what false beliefs, like breaking beliefs, limiting beliefs you had about money. And he said, I had one really terrible belief that all those money are not for me. They are for someone who already has a lot, or they achieved a lot. And then she said, how you overcame it? He said, I worked hard. And then at some point I looked around and I realized, oh, actually I am there now and I know how I made it. So there is an algorithm to that. And you know what? If to be honest, like 100%, deep inside, till that moment when I've heard it, I knew what he was talking about. I did not believe sincerely, like with all of my being, I did not believe that what I want to achieve is actually possible for me. I thought, I'm just playing this game, I'm setting up that goal, shooting for the stars, yeah, something like that. But another side of me, another part of me was like, but you will never achieve that. It's just a game you're playing that will lead you at least in a bit better place that you want to be, that you are now. But after I heard that, I realized that this is a limiting and destructive dialogue that I have inside, and I need to stop it, and it's on me to stop it. Nobody else can't do that except me. So after I heard that, my thoughts and my feelings, they became partners at that moment, and I am accepting the reality that I am 100% able to achieve what I want to achieve, and it's not a game, and I am committed to that 100%. Before that, when I started this channel, it was words, it was game for me. But today it became my reality. I sincerely believe that I will be there. It's not an emotional moment. It's not like eureka moment, or that, you know, one day and everything changed, or like my life divided from that point to before and after. Yeah, it's just that slight transition from no to yes, and this yes is like concrete. No matter what will happen in my life, I will get to that point, because that feeling, that desire is inside of me. It's not from the outside. I cut myself from the world. I put myself in the cage, or in the, I don't know, in the bubble. And I was in this bubble. I rejected everything from outside so I can hear what's inside. And I found that I want to be great, that I want to achieve, that I want to create something, and I want to leave an impact in this world. Yeah, just for it to become a better place for all of us to live. So it's in me, it's from me, it's me. And it means that definitely it will happen. It's just a matter of time and my commitment to that thing. And no matter what is going to happen, I have to stay committed to that. So small things like that usually change my life a lot, especially when it's clicking and it's in my head and in my heart, and it's like synchronized. So I don't know if it will inspire you to finally let yourself accept the dream that you have and accept that it's real for you. I think it's about letting your wildest and craziest dreams to become reality for you. And it's about letting yourself to be that child that has no limits, no explanations and excuses why you cannot have it. You're already here, you can have it by default. I'm here and I have this idea, so I can have it. It's just time that I need to figure it out how to get there. And yeah, I will go to that. Thank you so much for listening to me and sharing your thoughts and ideas in comments. I value every single person who are listening to me and hearing actually what I'm saying. And maybe it's like entertaining for you, but at the same time I hope that it will make a positive impact in your life as well, and 1 or 2 more people on this planet will be able to change their perception of themselves and actually let yourself to live the life that you want to live, not settling for something that was offered to you like leftovers or limitations. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for your attention, and I see you tomorrow.